Hello, my friends. I am so pleased to have you here today. My personal reality interview show is going to be blessed beyond compare today with a very good friend of mine, an awesome mentor, an amazing coach from the UK. She's part of a team, very effective coach. Like I put in the post, this lady can get to your limiting beliefs like a laser. And Tina Brigley is here today, and you guys are in for a treat. This is amazing stuff. I am so pleased to have Tina here today. This is my personal reality. I am Dean Brown, holistic life coach, dad, professional businessman, digital marketer. I'm a brother to those that know me and a friend to those that don't. I help professional men and dads by providing a high performance, holistic life coaching program that creates or builds a unique to you six-figure plus multi-stream business. And I am here to let you understand that Tina, my dear friend Tina, is here, and she has some unique information to share with you about how to be a coach, help other coaches build your business. And I am going to ask you, Tina, thank you for being here, and welcome to my show. And I just want you to share with me and the audience, what is your story and what was it that made you become who you are today? Tell us. I can't wait to hear this again.
Well, first of all, thank you, Coach Dean, for having me on your show. And, when people ask me what my story is, I'm like, where do you want me to begin? Like the beginning of my story? Because we could be here for weeks. Before I get into my story about how I got here today, just want to clarify, I am Canadian. But I work out of the UK. Most of my clients are UK. The business is there. But yeah, I'm Canadian. And I think I'll start my story. I was an educator for 14 years. And one day I walked in the door and I wished that it was Friday on Monday morning. And then on Friday, I couldn't wait until it was 3 p.m. And then Saturday, I had so much anxiety because I'm like, I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. And what I realized is that I was wishing my life away. And I thought, there has to be more to life than that.
Yeah.
And so I started on a journey of personal development. And that journey had me finding a website called To Become a Health Coach. And I was sitting at the computer and, this is a not so happy part of my journey, but I was on the computer researching, am I an alcoholic? Because I thought life, I was drinking every day. I was stuffing my emotions. I wasn't happy and I didn't know why. And so I was looking for something like, help me get out of this situation.
Yes.
I have a coaching program. And, the first thing that I did was I called my friends and said, hey, I found this program to be a health coach. What do you think? And they laughed at me.
Of course, because you're doing something different, right? Like, what are you talking about? You're drinking.
Yeah, I know. Like, you can't even get control of your own life, and you're going to help others. And so, I tuned them out, and I signed up anyways. And in the process of taking that course and learning about coaching, I was learning about myself.
That's right.
And I was learning why I was drinking all the time and why I was stuffing my emotions with food and why I was so unhappy with life, because I was unhappy on the inside.
That's right.
And I never dreamed in a million years that I would be here talking to you today.
Right.
Like ever, I after I completed that course, I said, okay, now it's time to grow a business.
Right.
So I hired a coach and she said to me, Tina, do you want to be a teacher or a coach? And I said, well, I would love to be a coach, but that's just not possible. I'm a teacher. I went to school for this. I have a pension and benefits. And why would I give that up? It's just, people just don't do that.
Yeah.
And then she said, but if you could be a coach, what would it look like?
Yeah.
And she said, just drop down into your heart and visualize what you would love to achieve. Right. And right away, I saw speaking on stages. Beautiful. I saw transforming the world. I saw making a big, huge difference and helping other people to make a difference. These visions just started coming and coming and coming.
Beautiful.
And then she looked at me and she said, choose your life. You can stay exactly where you are right now and it'll be fine. Or you can choose something better and step into what you really want.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I chose to see how I could make it possible.
Wow. Awesome. And it was a matter of deciding whether you want to stay in your comfort zone and not grow, or whether you wanted to get out of your comfort zone and grow. And I'm so thankful you chose the growth and not the comfort. Because you've helped me. You in the coaching that I paid to be under your tutelage, under your mentorship, under your coaching, was so transformational for me.
Mm-hmm.
It led me onto my path, and it helped me make the same decision that you made, and it helped me grow, and it's made my business successful because of the stuff that you taught me. The choice you made a difference in my life. Right?
Wow.
Right? That's powerful. That's powerful. And you never saw that when you made that choice, did you?
No.
Right? Right. And this is the thing that we don't realize when we're making these choices. We actually impact what other people experience and how they live their lives by the choices we make, right? Isn't that the most powerful thing? I guess me shivers when I think about it, right?
It's so powerful. You know, if somebody would have said to me, you know, when my knees in the living room were shaking and I felt like I couldn't catch my breath because I was ready to actually 6 weeks later after hiring that coach, I was going into my principal to say that I'm leaving teaching. Yeah. And I remember I couldn't feel my knees and I was like, I was breathless almost. Right. And if somebody would have said to me, Tina, don't worry, you're going to be a TEDx speaker. You're going to be the Brains Global top 500 entrepreneurs in honoree. You're going to be on the, 500 speakers roster where people are going to pay you thousands of dollars to hear you talk. You're going to transform thousands of lives. You are going to personally develop yourself and grow a 7-figure coaching business. Don't worry, you got this. Right? If somebody would have said that to me, my decision would have been a whole lot easier. I'd be like, really? Okay, let's go. Right? But I had nothing but a belief that it was possible. I had nothing but a belief that it was possible.
An unshakable belief, right? Yeah.
And I say it wasn't unshakable, Dean. It wasn't. In 3 years, it wavered a lot. And there was so many setbacks and so many times that I wanted to quit that I said, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I can't believe what I did. And this isn't working. Like the voice in my head that said I could, they were wrong. They tricked me. And now I have nothing but a prayer and belief. But then I also realized to get to the next level, I had to ask for help. Yes. I didn't know how to get to where I was going. I didn't know how to get on a speaker list. I didn't know how to become a TEDx speaker. I didn't know how to grow a 7-figure coaching business, but I had to get help because I believed that if I knew how, I could do it. There we go.
You had to have some belief, and that was the belief, right? So in that place, what advice would you give someone that wants to achieve the success, the confidence, the impact, the influence that you've achieved today? What advice would you give someone that wants to start that path in their lives?
Oh my gosh. The first thing I would say, and Tony Robbins says it so eloquently, you gotta be hungry.
Yes.
Be hungry for life. Be hungry for something bigger than, and I call it like we're kind of living in a hell. And I know that, but it's like we're born and we have our family. We're dependent on them. We're reliant on them to fill our needs, and then things happen and life happens and they create these chains, and these chains are like a purgatory. It's like hell. But when you start breaking these chains and you see that like we choose to live here, right? We choose to live here, and we can choose to live in gratitude and peace and love and everything that life is there to give us. It's there. We just have to be willing to break the chains. Right. So my advice is just be willing to look on the inside and not only be hungry, but be responsible. You know, it's so
Yes.
easy to blame the pandemic and
Oh,
blame our relationships and blame our family and our past and our trauma and blame. But that doesn't get us to where we want to be. Those
no, no.
situations helped us. When you see them as blessings, you know, everything that happened led you right here. It was a character building experience.
Yes.
You know,
100%.
you know more about that than like anybody. You
Yes.
know what I'm talking about. But
100%.
when you're responsible for like, yeah, shit happened, and
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
responsible to get past it and to keep moving forward, that is another recommendation that I have. And the third thing, you know, my advice is, it doesn't matter if you're stuck in your relationship or your health or your business or your mindset or wherever you're stuck in life. Know that you don't have to stay there. There's
Right.
people willing to help you get out of it,
Yes.
but you have to be the one to take action.
That's right.
You
That's
have
right.
to be the one that says, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do
And
this
exactly.
now.
And it's more than just knowing it. It's actually doing it that makes the difference, right?
Doing. It's
Doing.
it's
Yeah.
all in the doing, right? It's like when you hear a really powerful insight. One of the insights that I heard when I was in teachers college is what you believe you become.
Hmm.
And so I heard that, I was like, oh, this is so great. I love it. But then if you never take action on that insight, like believe, then it just becomes a really great insight.
That's
It doesn't
all.
it doesn't become transformational.
It doesn't become your life, right?
It doesn't become your life, and your thoughts create your reality. We hear it all the time,
Right.
but I don't think people actually believe that that's true.
Well, if they did, everybody would do it. But I see more people not doing it than doing it. So clearly people don't believe it, right?
We don't, because um, we don't have faith that when we do believe it, things will change, because
Right.
we kind of become resigned, because like life can be tough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the
It can
reason it is tough is because we choose for it to be tough. We choose to focus on those obstacles and make them bigger than they are. We choose to stop living because the fear we're feeling and thinking about and obsessing over. We live in the past. We live in the future. We don't embrace the now. And it holds us back so much. We choose to not be more in that. So that brings me to this thought. This brings me to lessons, and the lessons that we learn, the obstacles that we face. Share with us, Tina, what would you would, and a lot of people call these failures, eh, when they get into that place where they have a challenge and they think it beat them when they didn't bring themselves up to beat that challenge, that obstacle. What would be the biggest lesson? And I don't use the word failure. What would be the biggest lesson that you would like to share with us that you think would help the audience?
My biggest lesson has been I always believed that value was outside of myself. Like I remember paying $10,000 to learn how to craft a signature talk. And I thought that that person was going to give me value. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pay this money and I'm going to get all this value. But really the value was inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
And the value that I got out of life was in my action, you know. And so
Exactly.
I was always looking externally. It was almost like this whole comfort zone of striving without receiving. If I buy this program, then I'll have more value. If I do this,
Right.
I'll have more value. If I have more nuggets under my belt, I'll be able to give more value. And it's like, no, the value I get is in my participation.
Right.
The value
100%.
you know. And so I stopped looking outside of myself for the value and started looking inside of myself.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, that
Now,
was a really big lesson.
a huge lesson, because that's where the truth is. That's where the power is. You don't have any power if you're exposing or defining yourself by what other people say and what other people do. That's not a definition. That's an opportunity for you to be inspired to look in yourself, because they had to look inside themselves to get to that place. But if
Mm-hmm.
you model yourself after someone else, you can't be them. You can only be you. right?
Yeah.
And that's where your power is resting in you. So having said that, that leads me to inspiration. Now, who would you say in your life would be your biggest inspiration to be where you are now? The person that taught you that nugget that had you realize that you had to go stop worrying, thinking that the external was the answer and actually go on the inside. Who would that be?
I have to say it's Oprah Winfrey.
Oh,
And
right on.
why? Like, I mean, Oprah had trauma and tragedy, and she was like in a low place, and she had to work really hard to get out of that low place. And when she rised above, when people told her she couldn't, and she kept rising and rising, and she became this world superstar. I remember watching an episode one day, and it was Oprah's favorite things. And then in the audience, she just like, and you get one, and you get one. And she was so giving. It's like she had all these blessings, but you could see she gave more. Like, she saw that her life was abundant,
Yeah.
and that she could give abundance. And just, watching her express herself and share her stories and share who she is with the world, really unconstrained, unleashed, and so giving with, the guests that she brought onto the stage. Her guests would say things. She would ask them, what is your intention? When you come on my stage, what is your intention? Every single guest, she wanted to make sure that their intention was to powerfully serve others. And I just thought, you know what? That is somebody, one of the things that I learned is that we see things in others that are a reflection of things in us.
That's
We
right.
only admire qualities in people that are already in us. And I knew at a very young age, some way, some shape, some form, I was going to be like Oprah Winfrey.
Awesome. Awesome.
So she,
That's a good goal, I have to say.
wow,
Right?
yeah, I just love
and,
her.
and it's amazing because I just wanted to share with you. There's a good friend of mine, Michael Cicero, that's watching us right now, and he's an entrepreneur, and he is developing a Olympic level goalie training system, and he's giving, and this is the key that we all need to do is be giving and sharing and building other people up. And a lot of people, when other people see us doing that, they have this negative thought in their minds, like, what is that person doing, or why are they doing it? And that leads me to think about myths that need to be debunked, people that believe negative things that they need to break through. What would be the biggest one that you've experienced, that thing that you'd like to debunk, the one that like maybe triggers you the most? Although I know you're bigger than being triggered, but oh, that rhymed. But how could you share with our audience the one thing that they should understand is not true in their lives? Is there something you could share with us about that?
I would say that personal development is not about you. And people are like, what do you mean personal? It's personal development. But I say, when you personally develop yourself, you give the best version of you to the world, and it's about them. It's this constant thing. Like, the more I develop myself, and I used to kind of beat myself up a little and say, like, oh man, thousands of hours of training and development, it's been hard, and I'm spending all this time, and I must be selfish, and my kids, are so young, and all of these negative limiting beliefs would come up about me personally developing myself and taking the time. And then I realized, oh my gosh, it actually isn't about me. This is about giving to them. I'm doing the work so they don't have to spend thousands of hours developing themselves. I'm doing the work so the world doesn't have to spend, $100,000 trying to figure it out. And, like, I did that so that I could give it away, so that the majority of people can work with me, get what I've learned and what I've created and what I've, invested in. And that personal investment wasn't an investment in me. It was an investment in the world. So when I spent that $10,000 on how to craft my talk, I walked away thinking, man, that was a terrible investment. And then I caught myself and said, no, this was the greatest investment ever, because now I get to give this to my people. I get to give this training. I get to give myself. I get to share my story, and I can do it in a way that really lands with people. And it only cost me $10,000 for
totally.
thousands of people to get, what I have to give. Oh no, that was a cheap investment for what I can give back. It's not about the losses, it's about the gains. And personal development is about the world, giving the best to the world.
And that's so powerful that you would say that, because as you saw, Talia is a friend of mine. She's a fellow entrepreneur in one of the affiliate programs that we focus on. I'll put her name back up so you can see what she said. Self-development is for others, not us. Yes. And so obviously you're resonating with my audience, Tina. And the fact is that you have no choice, because you're telling the truth. You're telling it how it is, right? And that leads us to, in a place where we are inspired by the things that we've learned. We're inspired by the people that taught us. What would be the one, or like a book, or I know Oprah was a great inspiration, but share a book or something that you've read or experienced recently that's been a big inspiration for you.
So most people have heard of Think and Grow Rich, but I found a book, Think and Grow Rich, Women's Edition. Oh. And that book was from the perspective of a woman. And for me, reading it and the stories about inspiring women that have achieved success and have overcome failure and obstacles, for me, that was one of the greatest books I ever read, because, through reading that book last year, I set an intention and I wrote it. I wrote, I am going to generate $100,000 in revenue. And in exchange, I am going to do X, Y, and Z for the world. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And every day I read it. And I blew that goal out of the water. But that book inspired me to dream big. And, writing down $100,000. Okay, for those of you that don't know me, when I wrote this down, I had only generated $10,000 in revenue in my business in a whole year. Yet I was helping people in the world, and I felt like such a phony and a fraud. I'm not a millionaire. I haven't made $100,000. What could I possibly give to the world? I felt like an imposter. But now I realize I wasn't, because even though I didn't have all of that, I believed it was coming, and I believed it was coming for others. And there were people that needed me just how I was,
Absolutely.
And so that book just, it awakened something in me. And Rachel Hollis, Girl, Wash Your Face, I love that book too. It's just the things that you're dealing with in life, they're there to teach you a lesson.
Absolutely.
Right? Wash your face and keep moving forward. Dry those tears.
Right. Let it go. And keep moving. Right. Yeah. I've never met a winner that stopped in the middle of their journey. If they don't keep going, they can't succeed. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's so powerful to have that awareness for ourselves, because we all have a focus. We all have an understanding of what we want to do, what we want to give, how we want to serve, the things we want to help. We have our tribe. We have the people that resonate with us. And we know we want to help people do a certain thing because we've done it ourselves. And we know that power that we found when we broke through that limiting belief and achieved that as success and beat that fear down, that gives us a strength that we want to share, right? Yeah. And so when we experience that, it makes us realize who we are and what we can do. And having said that, I know that there's something that is a deep passion for you, that there's one kind of laser focus for you that you want to help people do. What would that be, Tina?
My biggest passion in the world, what I believe my mission on life is to help people realize that they're not alone, and to help them realize that the life that you're living right now is the life that you weren't intended to live. There's something so much bigger and grander, there's so much more. And life isn't just about surviving.
Right.
Life is about living outside of your fears, your limiting beliefs, not being at the effect of money or lack of, but just seeing the abundance. and helping people to see that there is so much abundance around us. And abundance isn't just money, it's a belief, that the life that we're living right now, every single opportunity is available for us. Every single opportunity. And I worked with a woman one time that was on government assistance, and she came to me and she said, Tina, I don't have money to work with you. I'm on government assistance. She said, but you know what? I believe you can help me get out of my current situation. I believe that you are the one that is going to pull me out. And she said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this work. And she took a loan and she believed in herself. And she started a business, a very successful, thriving business. Beautiful. Now, if I didn't believe in her, and if I would have been stopped by money and like, she may not have had that opportunity. I would have just like, yeah, you don't have money to work with me. Yeah, it's not going to work. No, I believed that regardless of her current situation, she had the power to pull herself out. My mission in life is to make everybody believe that they have the power within them to do whatever they want. Beautiful. Whatever.
That's why I love you like a sister, because you feel the same way I do. You have belief in other people more than they have in themselves, right? And it's a powerful thing when you can share that with someone, when you can make them realize, wait a second, why does that person believe in me more than I do? That doesn't, like, there's a click there. There's an awareness, like it up levels the other person to that place where they can start believing in themselves. And I'm going to share something with you right now. Do you know who this guy is?
From another mother.
Right? I love you, Yannick, and thank you for being on the show. And listen to what his goals are. He's going to create $250,000 in revenue. In exchange, he'll give one-on-one group coaching, mentor, and help people realize who they are. Yannick is a fellow student that has been coached by Tina, just like I have. And there you go. Look what you've inspired Yannick to do. Yeah. Right? Isn't that powerful?
When you find out who you are, then you can help others discover who they are. And Yannick is a perfect example of really discovering who he is. So my brother, you got this in the bag. You know that. So
yeah, and we both love Yannick. He's a brother to both of us. We know he's got a special talent and a special message, and he believes in himself, and he's in that place because of you, Tina. Right? And that's the thing that you didn't realize you were. Look at you. We love you. And you're in and that's why. And that's why we do what we do, because we know we can create that. We just don't know what the creation is yet. Right? And this is the influence that you knew you were going to have when you started this. When you said to yourself, why, you're an imposter. And then you said to yourself, no, I'm not an imposter. I am just in the right place now to get to that next place, that next level. Yeah. And that's the power we need to embrace in ourselves. We all have that strength. We all have that power, right? And you can see, you've seen it in me. You've seen it in Yannick and many of the other students from the HPC program. And we're all so thankful for what you've done. And you've been so powerful in what you've shared with us and what you've taught us, and how you've done it by being a role model for us, right? You did it first. You showed us, hey, if I can do it, you can do it, right? Right? So
well, see, this is the secret I want to share with you. You guys actually inspired me to even go further in my personal development journey, because I was in this situation where I had all these amazing people that were up to so many big things already, transforming lives, building businesses, helping people. And I realized that in order to take you guys to the next level, I have to take myself to the next level. So It was such an inspiration. It's like, okay, Tina, what's next for you? Where can you go that you can help bring them there too? So you guys inspired me as much as I inspired you. And I learned as much from you guys as I gave back. So I believe that this community was just so mutually inspiring. Right? I know you guys give me the credit, but the credit is with you. The value you got was in your actions. You took action to get the value, and that's who you all are as coaches, like just incredible human beings that are just destined for greatness. So Thank you for inspiring me. Dean, you are amazing.
Thank you, Talia. I have been helping Talia recently, and I've been encouraging her to be more spiritually emboldened, and to not have limiting beliefs. And she's been an awesome student. She's been an awesome coachee, and she's really been responding to the truth of who she is. Right? Which is how you helped us, Tina. You were responding to the truth of who you were. You shared your challenges in order for us to face our challenges. And it was so powerful for you to do that. I mean, Ryan does that powerfully, amazingly. He's one of your team members, and the way Max does what he does, and the way Adrian does what he does. You all have your own unique approach to being vulnerable, to show everybody else how that vulnerability is our power. That vulnerability is our power, because if we can't share who we are, we can't get other people to be who they're supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And that is so powerful. That is so powerful. And I thank you so much for being part of our growth, our mission to be the people we know we can be, to help other people do the same thing. And to have you here today, have you here sharing that, and give me the opportunity to show you outright through the comments of the people that are watching the show that you've had an impact on other people's lives that you may not have known, right? Right? It's so powerful to have that opportunity to share that with you, Tina. And it's such a joy and honor to have you here, to be able to share that with you, and have you share what you've done to me, or for me, for Yannick, and through me for Talia, right? And it's just it's growing, and we don't know what the end result's going to be, but we know it's going to be powerful, don't we?
I really got your acknowledgement. Thank you. I really, in my heart, got it.
And it's amazing, because you're not done yet, right?
Oh, God, I'm getting warmed up. I'm just getting warmed up. You're just starting to hear from me.
Right? So what is your next step? What is the big thing you think you're going to do next? What's on your goal list for 2021, other than we're all going to embrace 2021 as the year without fear? That's my mantra for this year.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, 2021, what's this? The 9th day of the year. And in 9 days, I've already taken action to step into the vision that I created, which is world's greatest storyteller and motivational speaker. And, it was really challenging for me to say that out loud, because I'm like, but I'm not that. But I'm like, the ego says, I'm not that. But the higher self says, yeah, you are. And so I signed up for a motivational speaking course. And then, I recently applied to be on this 500 speakers roster. And when I got the requirements, I realized that I didn't meet the requirements. Like, they were hiring speakers that get paid $5,000 per hour, and speakers that have had 2 years experience, and that all of these. And I said, listen, I'm really sorry, I don't meet your qualifications. I said, but I'm pretty certain I'm the world's greatest storyteller, and I'm going to take actions to get on your speaker list, and I will reapply next year. Well, he called me and said that response was not like anything I've ever heard of before. He said most people would lie about their credentials and would lie about their experiences, and you were just so authentic. And we had a conversation, and he said, we would love for you to be on the speaker list, because a lot of small businesses can't afford to pay somebody $10,000, but they can afford to pay you to speak. And we believe that you are going to be an amazing world's greatest speaker. So,
awesome. Well done, Tina.
It's like that. It is getting over the fear. Like, listen, this is me right now. That's not me in the future. But that is my goal, is to speak on many, many stages, big stages, small stages, just really stepping into my purpose, which is motivate and inspire people to live their best life, and give them the courage to know that where you are today is not where you're heading if you're willing to take action. So my stage, the world is my stage. And 100%. With online now, there's nothing holding me back. I got a computer. I got my bedroom.
Right. Very neat, by the way.
but yeah, that's where I'm heading, and, contributing to as many people as I can in my business, high performing coach. And helping as many coaches as I can build their businesses so that they can create a ripple in the world. And together, I believe that we all, like, leaders of the world, need to show up now. They need to rise. There are 7.5 billion people on the planet. Every single human being on the planet would benefit from a coach.
That's right.
So now is the time for coaches to show up powerfully and share their gifts to the world, and know that you're not an imposter. Who you are right now is going to change so many lives.
Right. And you realize that what you just said about being that speaker inspired Talia. Talia never told me this, that she wanted to be a speaker. And look at that. Look at what you've done. And you've gone and on this show, you've just made a difference in someone's life just by being here.
Oh my gosh, Talia, you already are a speaker. You already are. Just take action to start, create a show like this, Talia. Do lives, invite people, share, find a setback and turn it into a setup.
Right? Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, so great. And you're so lucky to have Dean as your coach, because Dean, exactly how to get her on those stages. So
I do. Yeah. Beautiful, powerful. See, we're changing the world already, Tina. Isn't it a beautiful thing?
Yeah, you're amazing. I love it.
Awesome. And we're getting I try to keep it by 30 minutes, and we're up over that. But I'm not complaining, and I'm not cutting you off. But that's because we're having fun and we're making a change in the world, right? So it's okay to go over. I'm just sharing that we're doing well, and look at it, flew by like we didn't even know, right? So I'm just going to give you an opportunity to share what you're trying to do these days, like currently. What is your offer? I'm going to put your website up, and I'm going to share people your calendar and your LinkedIn profile. But in the meantime, as I go through these banners, you just tell people how they can reach you and what they can expect from you at that time.
Yeah, like I know there's a lot of online noise and people saying that they can like 10x your business and do this and do that. Nobody can actually promise you that, because you're the one that already has the tools within you. But if you're stuck or stopped and you want support, just go to my website, highperforming.coach. We have free workshops. And if we're not the right coach for you, as you can tell, we have hundreds of coaches that we can make sure whatever you need in life to move you forward, we got a coach for that. So if you're not a coach, but you're somebody who wants support, Dean is amazing.
Thank you.
Reach out to Dean, and if you are a coach and you want support, go to my website. We have so many free resources. We have a coaching scorecard. We do 2 weekly 2-hour workshops for free. We have a 7-day challenge coming up. It's 7 hours of coaching, an hour a day for 7 days for free. You get access to us, access to our team, our supports. Just please take action in your life. If you want something, know that you can create it. And there's people there that can help you, like Dean, like Yannick, like myself, and all the other coaches in the world making a difference.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Thank you, Tina. And we got a couple more comments here I just want to share. Oh, yeah, there we go. So Talia is just sharing that she likes me as a coach, and I appreciate that, Talia, because I'm enjoying the opportunity to watch you grow. We've only had a few sessions together, and I've already seen a great change in you. And that's how Tina has done as well, because I know that you hold space and you appreciate when other people hold space to see the growth in people, and you don't give up. You show that tenacity where someone's got a challenge and you call them out on it, and you say, hey, you know what? You're bullshitting yourself here. You need to step up and not. And I'm not going to give up on you, so I'm not letting you give up on you right now either. And you'll make people cry, because they're all of a sudden realizing that, oh my God, I can't get out of this. I've got to face this now, right? But the thing is, you change their lives in that moment. You change their lives in that moment. And it's so powerful when we understand that we're not hurting the person, we're helping them. Just because they're crying, it's them facing themselves that's the cause of the tears. It's not us hurting them. It's that awareness that they're finally at that place where someone's going to pull them out of that stasis, that limiting belief, that comfort zone that's been locking them on the couch or in their mindset, and they're actually facing it now, and they're facing it with someone that can help them transform. And those so powerful, Tina, so powerful. I've seen you do it so many times,
Well,
and I'm actually loving to do it myself.
well, the only reason why I can do it is because I've invested in coaching. So somebody's done that to me, and I have 3 coaches right now. So, it doesn't matter where you're at in life. If you want to go to the next level, a coach is going to help you see what you don't know that you don't know. And
Right.
so the reason why I can do that is because I have people in my corner doing that for me. So that's how it works.
Right. That's right.
We can't coach ourselves.
No, it's impossible. You can't solve the problem with the same mindset that got you into the problem. You got to go to the next level, right? Thank you, Einstein, for that one. So that's awesome, Tina. You've been an awesome ray of pure sunlight today, and I'm so thankful for you. I love you as a sister, and I am so stoked to watch what you do in the world. You've inspired me to be on podcasts. You've inspired me to use the law of attraction, to be invited to be included in a book. You've inspired me to be included in a TV show. So it's just been awesome to have that opportunity because of what you've shared with me. And I just wanted to share that with you on this show so that everybody would understand that all they have to do is get out of their comfort zone and take those steps on your journey. Your journey is yours. It's your mountain to climb. Only your mountain to climb. If you stay at the foot of that mountain, you're never going to get a chance to be at the peak, to look out at all the world and know that, hey, wait a second, look at what I have done. Look at who I've helped. Look at the people I've inspired. Look at the change I've made in this world. And it's been such a powerful journey to be part of that with you, Tina, and to watch what you're going to do with what you do now, the people you're going to help when you speak. And it's just, it's been amazing to know that. And this is my dear wife thanking you, Tina, right there.
Honey, thank you. Aw.
And of course, Talia says, keep leveling up, right? So we all appreciate the people that we help, the people that we share with, the people that we influence, the people whose lives we change as we go forward. And I just wanted to thank you so much for saying yes to being on my show today. I really, really appreciate that. You were so awesome.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. And thank you for inviting me, and thank you for allowing me to share, and thank you for coming into my life and giving me so much joy. And it's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The pleasure is back and forth like love.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody, this is the end of the show for today, and invite you into the next interview. I'm not sure when that'll be because it's always based on the interviewee's availability, and this is the best time for Tina today. So I will post when the next interview comes up, and in the meantime, I go live 3 times a week, 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you're more than welcome to join in on my personal reality and take advantage of like what Tina does and my free value. Because I'm here to help you. I'm here to love you. I'm here to build you up to that next level. And I thank Tina for that inspiration. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.